Teacher's log. Kinder Adventures. So, things are starting to pick up in terms of routine and everything. The kids are really settling in, and I feel like I'm getting the hang of it a lot better. Terminology, all those things that I've been telling you, that I was going to need to do or have needed to do, and so I'm happy about that because, like I said, having a better understanding of what I'm doing and having a better idea of the routine and whatnot has given me a chance to have more energy, and I'm not as tired at the end of the day, and so I'm able to really get things going. Some of the new adventures that we encountered today was, or not necessarily today, but new adventures was, I have the personalities. I have a student who is always just cheerful and smiling, always has a million stories to share, and a lot of times, and I have to tell her, hey, tell your mouth to wait, or let's wait for sharing time, and stuff like that, and she'll just go, and I'm like, okay. But she'll be like, Mr. E. That's how she says my name, along with all the rest of them, because they hear her say it, Mr. E. And I don't know why they go up like that, but anyway. So she always got something to say, and I'm like, okay, well, thank you, but not right now. And she always giggles, and then it's like, she'll say something, or I'm done. Look at this, and I'm like, oh, that's great, good job. And then it's great that she smiles at everything, but then she smiles at everything. Okay? So I'm like, hey, it's time to stop talking and time to start working. And I'm like, hey, no, like that's not a good thing. Like, you need to get to work. And it's like, oh my gosh, please stop. Like, what are you, and I'm sitting there and I'm like pulling I'm pulling a scar. I'm pulling a scar moment where I'm like, or not Scar, but like Mufasa and Scar. I'm like, is that a challenge? Like, I'm sitting there, is she stepping up to me? This girl want to fight? Like, what's the deal? Like, is she challenging me? Really? Is she really challenging me? But I don't think she is. That really just her personality. She's just like, she's just a happy little girl. She really is. And so it's kind of funny because normally with my older kids, I'd be like, that's enough. And they're like, but she's like, and oh gosh. So it's crazy. And I don't know. I think that sometimes maybe she just that or well, like I said, that's how she is. But I mean, sometimes I feel like it wears me out. But realistically, I don't know. Maybe probably not. I don't know. Probably not. I still haven't figured out the whole nose picking thing, and it's still the same thing, like literally the same thing that I explained before, where it's like I'm sitting there talking to the class, and I turn and look, and I'm like, "Hey, finger out your nose," and he's like, and then as soon as I turn away, he goes, and then he sees me, and he's like, it's like those people that sit there and pose like on Hollywood Boulevard and stuff like that, that are like really still, and then they move and scare you. Like seriously, he's like one of those, just back and forth. I, I don't know. I don't know. And then so I have a choice chair, okay, and that's so that they can make better choices because they did not make a good choice and they have time to sit there and think about their choice. Now the whole point of that is for them to think about what they did and to move past that, in terms of, hey, okay, that wasn't the best choice, I need to do something else, blah blah blah. The problem with that, okay, the problem with that is the two people that I've had in there, one of them got mad that he was in the choice chair for his own choice and had the nerve, and yes, I do explain to them why and what and everything. I explained everything. But I was like, hey, are you ready? Did you think you can make better choices? You're going to come sit down with everybody else and get back to work? No. And I was like, okay, first of all, you need to take the bass out your tone right there. Um, I said, okay, well, you can stay there. And then he realized that that's what that meant, apparently, or something. I don't know. But then he was like, okay. And he was like, I'm ready. And then he went back and did the work. The other one went there, sat there, kept saying no, then had the nerve to get mad that he missed out on everything that we were doing. And then was mad the rest of the day. And I'm like, okay, first of all, that was your choice. And no, it wasn't long. Like, obviously to them, it's 50 million years long. Okay. But 2 minutes is not very long. Okay. Now it might be for them, like I said, but I mean, come on, man. I'm like, dude, all you have to do is go there and think about your choice. And then when you're ready, you can join us. It's not a matter of me saying, okay, you can come. It's a matter of them being able to come up whenever they are ready to make better choices. If they're not ready to make better choices, they can sit there. Okay. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Okay. What am I supposed to do? So anyway, all those things, add up to a long day. But it's all right. Now I can come home and I can relax and unwind and I can get stuff done and then call it a day. So I'm I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Like I said, I feel good, and now I got some stuff to work on here at home, and I'll get to that in just a moment. As soon as I finish this up, I just wanted to keep you guys updated on how things are going. Stop smiling. Quit saying my name. Get your finger out your nose. It was your choice. That's why you're there.
Dad, Dad, what are you doing in my bed? Dad,
Hi.
you need an end transmission. End transmission.